Hey everybody, it's the Bald Man once again, and I'm coming back with another bank balance sheet and money multiplier video. All right, this time we can see we have $200,000 in demand deposits, $50,000 in owner's equity. This time our required reserve is 20%. I haven't filled in the required reserves or excess reserves yet, so we have to figure that out. So if the required reserve is 20%, I need to find out what 20% of 200,000 is, and that number happens to be $40,000. Right, now we have 90,000, but we still have 250,000 over here. What are we going to do with, where's the rest of the money? Well, remember guys, we had 200,000 in demand deposits. We've only used 40 of them, so 160 will belong in required reserves. Right? If we add up 40 to 160, that's 200,000 plus 50, 250,000. Okay, both sides add up, right? They match. So now let us suppose somebody comes in and deposits an additional $50,000. So now we have $250,000 in demand deposits. How is this going to change my required reserves? First of all, 40,000 is not 10% of 250,000, right? So what is 20% of 250,000? We have to take 250,000, multiply that times 0.2, and we're going to get $50,000. Right, but that's still not going to get us where we need to go, right? Because we need to wind up with $300,000. And right now we have we have 260,000. We're still short 40,000. Where are we going to put that 40,000? We're going to put those in excess reserves. So we have 200,000 in excess reserves now. So somebody comes in and they're going to borrow 100,000. So our excess reserves is now 100,000, because remember somebody came in and borrowed 100,000. That means now we have $100,000 out in loans. Right, so 300,000, 50 plus 100, 150, 50 plus 100, it's still $150,000. So we're still good. Now, I do have a question for you, right? We did have somebody come in and deposit an additional $50,000, which is why we had to change almost everything we had on the asset side. My question is, what is the immediate effect of the $50,000 deposit on the M1 measure of the money supply? All right, so what is the immediate effect of the $50,000 deposit on the M1 measure of the money supply? Guys, the answer is there is no effect whatsoever. Why? In order for somebody to have deposited that $50,000, it already needed to be part of the M1 measure of the money supply. Now, if they ask you how much money could be created with a $50,000 loan, that's a different question. But the question is, what is the immediate effect of the deposit, $50,000 deposit on the M1 measure of the money supply? And the answer is that there is no effect whatsoever. Okay, guys, if you have any questions about this one, please let me know. Send me a message on Remind or drop a comment down below. And I will post another video or two on the same content, making sure that you guys are getting this message.